Hey everybody, it's me again, the Lego Master. When I started this MOC world off, I started with a small 8x8 block desert with a desert well, and then I went on to build a jungle, a snowy tundra with the jagged peaks, a badlands, and in the last couple videos I built a cave module with the dripstone cave and a dungeon, and now I'm going to be adding on to that by building a nether. So let's dive into this. Alright, I want to make this the best 8x8 yet, and so I'm going to do a lot of stuff in this little 8x8 thing. First of all, I'm going to be putting on the overworld side of this portal a cherry grove biome from the new 1.20 update that's coming out. And I'm also going to be making a ruined portal that can lead to the nether if it's all fixed, and then I'm going to be building a Basalt Delta biome. Alright, so starting off with the overworld section, first off I have a 8x8 thing all tiled off. It doesn't matter about these random colors and pieces here because that's going to be connecting to the badlands later on. So I also built some desert here because it's going to be connecting to the desert. So time to put in that nice light green that the cherry blossom biome has that I really like. So that's going to be our ground for the cherry blossom. I also added a river here. Then over here, I've got this piece, which is going to go right there, finishing off our desert. Alright, now cherry groves tend to have a lot of trees, and so for my little cherry grove sample, I added one tree. And this tree might be my favorite thing that I put into this Minecraft MOC world. It just looks so nice. And it's going to look so great on that cherry blossom, the grass. Like, I just love that color combination here. And then, bees are really common, so are bee nests. So I decided to add one. And this block is probably the most accurate block I've built in my whole MOC world. It's got some honey dripping off of it, and it looks just like a beehive in the game. I really like this, and I'm really proud of this tree. Alright, going back to my world, I'm going to be adding that cherry blossom right there. Wow. Alright, cherry grove, check. Alright, next for my ruined portal. So, to do the ruined portal, I'm going to be using all those black bricks I collected. I've got this column that I built out of a bunch of 2x2s and other things. I did this one with some snot bricks, that way I can add this purple. And then I put the top here, so it'll look like that. It's still looking ruined. And then I got these pieces, because the top looked a little bit short. So I'm going to be putting that piece on that way, and it also adds some purple to the portal, and there we go. That looks pretty good. Alright, and adding that to our existing module, it will go right there, perfectly situated so that there's like some sand there, and it holds up the portal, and it's not a completed portal. So a player will have to come along and fix that. Wow, the overworld side looks amazing. Now, time to flip that around and do the nether side. One more thing to add to my overworld side before we switch over to the nether is the netherrack. Lego's ruined portal sadly missed out on that, but it would have been a really nice addition had they decided to put it in. Their ruined portal set is still really good, but I feel like I could add netherrack to mine, so I am doing just that. And I think it's good now. Alright. Nether is going to open a gateway for a lot of different colors, especially orange that I've been wanting to use. And for the Basalt Delta, I'm going to be using various grays and even some blacks at some point. and I'm going to be trying to build basalt like this. Basically using these slatted pieces whenever possible. I use some black ones over here just to give it that basalt-like texture. Alright, so coming back over to this module, I'm going to start adding. So, let's see here. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is add some supporting points, and then start making the lava ocean. Alright, so as you can see, I built my lava ocean and some of the basalt that's going to be there, but I've hit a little problem, and that is that my overworld is literally touching my nether, so I'm going to have to close that off, and to do that, I've decided to use this piece. It's square, but it's not exactly block accurate. I think it'll work, though, because you're barely going to even notice the difference. So I'm going to have to put this stone over the river that I just made, and I'm going to be putting this piece right here. And it actually works pretty well. From this side, you can see it looks like just a cave or a mountain entrance. So what I'm going to do here is start adding lava underneath here. That way there's no cherry showing, or yeah. Alright, so as you can see, I've pretty much polished off the overworld from the nether. I've even added some transparent little bricks to make the lava look more lava-like. And I've also tried to make this a little more blocky if I can. I mean, it's already square, so there's not much I need to do, but it's not exactly block accurate. So I might fix that up soon at some point, but for now it's good, and it's barely noticeable thanks to the tree. And this mountain actually gave the tree another support on this, because it can go right there perfectly. So I like the way it is right now. And back to our nether. Now that it's polished off, we can continue working on it. So I'm going to put this lava waterfall right there, and then I'm going to add some light gray bricks here, and I tiled it off there. That way I've got my nice lava waterfall with something at the top to start the source block off. Now I'm going to build some basalt sticking out of the lava. Alright, I think I did pretty good on my basalt delta. I managed to pull off a really tall tower as well as some little basalts, and the basalt delta could expand in the future, but for now I think it's pretty good. I'm just going to add some netherrack at the end for future nether biomes possibly, and I think that's it for the basalt delta. Flipping the module back around for a second, there's one more thing I need to do on my cherry blossom biome, and that is to add some little pink petals on the ground, because what would a cherry grove be without the little pink petals on the ground? So this is gonna make a nice little addition to my cherry grove, and there we go. And finally finishing off by putting that tree back. Wow, that actually just added a ton of color. Look at the contrast between the two biomes I built in this module. We have the flaming hot gray solid basalt delta on this side, and on the other side we have the colorful sweet cherry grove on this side. That is an amazing transition. Alright, populating off our cherry blossom biome, we're going to have a bee fluttering up here, and a bee flying above this tree here. Because what would a cherry grove be without the bees? Wow. That just added a bunch of color and life to this cherry blossom biome. And sadly, I don't have a magma cube yet. Otherwise, I would have populated my basalt delta too. But for now, it'll just have to be empty. Actually, that's not entirely true. I'm going to put a wither skeleton in here. Even though they normally just spawn in nether fortresses, he looks really cool here. Alright, now it's time to attach this to our other modules. I found this bird. His name is Dave. And I'm adding him to my cherry grove because why? Alright, and this biome is going to fit in right here. Wow, my world is ever growing. And it's not over yet. I'm going to finish off this side of my desert over here. I'm going to add something over here. My nether can now be continued now that I've started it. And the world is going to be really awesome. And I think this made a great addition to it. Next time I'm going to be expanding my cherry grove and my desert and adding a plains biome and possibly a house. But for now, I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.